Hello, this is Grant. Welcome back to another episode of Dead Rising 1 MasterRun. So today we're going to go actually deal with these bombs. We talked before that this is my least favorite scoop in the game because no matter how you kind of make your plan of attack, you're always inevitably going to have to do this weird walk through these tunnels without a car because yours is broken. Carlito's just going to be mowing you down with his, and it's annoying. We can start in Paradise Plaza, so that actually gives us this car to start with. That helps. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could do something where you go get a new car after each bomb. That'd be way out of the way too. It just seems like it's awkward to be down here, and there's no other reason to come down here. It'd be different if there was some kind of fast travel thing here, where maybe it takes a while to get to North Plaza, so it's better to drive. But really, I don't think it's necessary. So I think it's after the first bomb, now Carlito will have spawned and be coming after you. Which, I don't count him as a psychopath. He's pretty easy to beat, I think, in my mind. I guess I don't technically include him in terms of all psychopaths, and I actively avoid killing him because you have this issue where if you kill him, it triggers a cutscene, and that will move you to, I think, the center of the underground, which means you'll lose your car, as well as just it's in a really bad location for getting any of the bombs because it's the center and they're all on the rim. So I avoid it because I just don't want to deal with it. Here he just comes in and demolishes my car, but we get kind of stuck. He basically just drives around and he'll throw dynamite at you. So it's not that bad. If you want to kill him, you basically just let him get stuck or even just stop to throw dynamite and you just whack him. He's pretty easy. You can also just destroy his car, I think, if you just hurt the back of it. I think it has separate health than what he does, and then he can't move. So, yeah. But I think the cutscene at the end of this changes based off whether or not you kill him. Just because they need him to end up in the area where you get the key, the main tunnel key, because Brad and him have a fight there, and that's pretty important. So here we're just basically going to drive around. Later on in the episode, we're going to have to kill some time, because as we approach the end of the game, you have less and less to do. And that's one of the reasons I thought about maybe doing a all PP stickers thing on the run or something like that, because you really do just have so much time where you're just sitting and waiting. Nothing's going to happen. Especially way towards the end, the last 12 hours, there is nothing to do. It's oh, go talk to Isabella. Okay, coming back in 10 hours. Which, for reference, 5 minutes real time is 1 hour in game. So you can kind of just do those conversions. I don't know quite what the math is on how much the speed up is, but I know 7 Day Survivor, that's 14 hours because it's 2 hours for a day. About. I don't know if the math works out like that. I know it's 2 hours for a day. And I think that it's 5 minutes for an in-game hour. You can kind of judge it. It goes pretty fast. I think really any game that's going to kind of run off this time system, similar to say Majora's Mask, you kind of inevitably will be waiting. The waiting's not bad, but it's a little odd. And it's not like a Skyrim or an Oblivion where you can just say, oh, wait 5 minutes and it'll just fast forward you to that time. That wouldn't really fit well in this game. Particularly because I don't think you want people to wait. It sometimes happens, just because with how the game works out, but I don't think developers are they don't want to encourage that. And if you gave them that option, I think people would be inclined to use it more than they should. Particularly if you're just doing an average run through of the game for your own sake. You'd be really tempted to just should I go out and try and do that scoop? It's hard. I'll just wait here. And then there's not enough engagement there. Some of these calls here are also pretty annoying to get for the transmission achievement, because you have to do all these while you're not getting accosted by all these zombies in Carlito. You can hear Jessie over there. She's talking on the speaker. It must be really weird for everyone else just hearing this drama going on, because they hear Carlito, then they hear explosions, and they hear Jessie shouting at you over the intercom. Looks like here he just demolished. And this is the point where I could easily kill him here, but it's awkward because now I have to kind of just find my way back out. I wonder, I've never... So they want you to go out this exit up here. But in theory, if I'm holding all the bombs, I could leave anyway since I have the key. And I've never tried to do that. Or like, what happens if I... Like, do I just... Like, go... What if I go all the way around, where I go, like, up some other exit, go into the park, and then come back down? Does that immediately trigger the cutscene where, like, okay, now I got the bombs, and I put them back up and roll them out? Or how does that work? If you do get stuck down here, a big tip is to use the carts. Those, like, blue pushing shopping carts, or a trolley. Because they basically let you run, and it can take a ton of hits. If you didn't know, you can actually throw or kick the cart. I believe you have to just hold X, or maybe X and A, and Frank will kick it forward really hard. It's not really that useful, but it is kind of nice, or it's good, something that's good to know if you want to go do like a level transition or something. This is a huge reason I always get skateboards for stuff like this, where you just need to move a little bit faster. This is our goal right here. They have those barricades that can go up and down so that you can't get a car down here. That's right. You can use the ones that are down here, but there's only 2. So it's really convenient that those are there. I'd be very concerned that is not nearly far enough. Because in theory, the whole thing's filled with gas. And I would assume there's probably gas coming out of that exit. So it could easily, explosion could travel all the way back. Badass over here. This is the first point where it's kind of starting to see that he may not be in the best situation. Carlito really did a lot of work to set all this up. He had backup plans on backup plans, tons of ammo, tons of guns. I think it's very likely that he was like an employee at the mall, and then he had planned this all through that way. So he had access to different security features, he knew the layouts, where he could hide, stuff like that. So this is the point where Brad dies. He actually gets zombified, and you can come find him here. There's an achievement if you take his photo. I had thought about doing it, going back to that, where I thought about doing something like, how many achievements can I get in one single run? But really, a lot of them either aren't worth it, or just, it's so simple, like they don't really need a guide. You just need to know where he is, and you can go see him. But basically, he's kind of screwed. He's out of ammo, he just got stabbed. There's not much hope for him. It seems like it would have been better to push the cart. Like, just push it away and then run.
Frank, sounds like you took care of the
One of the endings of the game you can get that's unique is the bombs going off. Because that affects, like, the canon ending. Because it will spread it to other cities. Through the larvae in the atmosphere and all that. So now we're going to have some time to kill, where we don't really have anything to do. Which, that's going to be a reoccurring theme, and as we approach the end of the game, I'm going to be cutting out more and more, just because there's nothing that needs to be done. All the scoops are wrapped up. They don't really have enough time to start anything new, like some big story arc. And it really, what goes on here is going to be dependent on how you handle the game. Like, if you didn't do the main story, day 3 is really dull. It's too bad the car is really out of the way, but it is nice. It is really fast. I just wish there was more reason. So here I'm just kind of messing around, getting some kills. Figured, why not? Might as well. It would be really nice if they showed you the durability of the car in your item slot. It's annoying to have it like, is it good? Is it bad? Because the visual indicators aren't great about judging how much damage it's taking or when it's going to break. It's also too bad you can't get these cars into your vehicles into other areas. Looks like I'm waiting here till 3. There's probably going to be a call. Generally, the way I do this run is I have this big list from the wiki where it shows all the scoops and when they occur, and you can kind of, okay, I know I need to be here at 3 or not here at 3. And then I just have to fit those to some kind of schedule and decide, okay, I need to do this so much before I go take on that scoop, and I need to be here. And kind of just like route it. I come over here because I want to kill some time. Like, you know, this is always here, but I never do it. I remember doing this my first time through, and it was so much fun just because it devastates. I just destroy the car with it. You can pick up the lawnmower and take it places, and it'll still be usable when you put it back down. So, I don't know if there's any particular reason you want to do that, but you can. Like I said in my other stuff, I would love to take weird objects to weird places. It was really fun to me. That kind of juxtaposition is silly. So here, there's a lot of objects you can interact with for PP. At the very beginning of the run, there's that servbot head you can line up. In here, the gym's a very unique area. There's a bunch of PP stickers. You can see one right there. It's that white little sticker between the posters. Until I actually did the PP sticker, like, achievement, I had no idea what they even looked like. And they are very hard to find, like, to spot. So you can get 2,000 for destroying each of these, and then a bonus when you get all of them. You can also run on these treadmills. Other ones are, there's some coat racks, or clothing racks you can spin, and if you get all the ones in the entrance plaza, that's another. There's lining up the servbot head, shooting the plates in the food court. There's really not that many. I think that's all of them. Here I'm just like messing around. I think in another run I would bring the bike in here, because the bike's only in Alfresco Plaza, and you can't get it out of Alfresco Plaza. I've tried doing what you do with like the lawnmower, where you could knock it over and then pick it up, but I haven't gotten that to work with the bike because I think it's classified as a vehicle, which is unfortunate. It's almost like, why bother putting it in there, because Alfresco is such a terrible location for the bike. But then I can't believe, like, why was it not in the park? That'd be a perfect place where you can use the bike. Or even better yet, have that being unlockable. Something where, okay, now there's a bike right next to the exit from Paradise Plaza. That would make my life a lot easier. Really, I'm a huge fan of unlockables. I like how 2 does it. How you can kind of buy instead of unlockables or convenience items as you get more money. I was really hoping that the skateboard would have sped these up. There's also a save location, like a bathroom in the corner. It's kind of unique in the regard that it's not your standard bathroom, it's just that door. A little odd. Alright, this is Grant. Don't take your useless bikes for granted.